Howdy y'all, and welcome to, I guess, episode 2, part 2, whatever you want to call it. Wanted to get on and let everybody know what changes have been going on. I did download another mod pack. I don't think it's in the normal mod packs. I think if we go over here, you can kind of see what it is. This is our new space exploration testing area, our launch pad there, and it's Galacticraft. Um, I wanted something a little different. I did want some like extra dimensions and something else to do. So I've always kind of wanted to play this one. Excuse me, a little cold. Always wanted to play this one, but it really never came out in a pack on the FTB packs. There was one, but I could never get it to download right. So I went ahead and downloaded it for myself, and I'm pretty much ready to go out into space. I've built my rocket. I have the gear needed to breathe. I still need to make the infrastructure for when I actually get up to the moon. It looks like you have to go to the moon pretty much before you go to make a space station, just because it takes this stuff called meteoric iron to make airlocks. So I'm still playing around a little bit. Now this is a little bit more of a resource whore than the rest of the pack. You will need a little bit more RAM, a faster processor. I had to allocate a little bit more RAM just because I was getting a lot of system can't keep up sort of stuff. When I checked it all with Opus, um, the chunk that was the worst was this chunk that we're kind of in right now. If you look at my mini map up there, you see that this is a one chunk sort of thing, and and the cause is the solar panels. They seem to be a real whore with tick rate. Um, there's some other bugs with this mod also, like these wires for them to work right now. Since I've recently, just started the server, these aren't powering jack. I have to break them all and then put them back in here to get them to work. Um, it does add some new world gen, aluminum, silicone, and oil. So I did have to. I think it went out about 1,000 blocks that way. I made a nether portal to it, but about 1,000 blocks out that way, and started a new mine where I'm able to get everything. So it's no big deal. Um, it does not. Another bug is thermal expansion. Power conduits do not connect to this. The liquid ducts seem to work. The item ducts seem to work, but the if I try to put a power conduit, I don't have one here, but if I try to put it and attach it here, it would not connect at all, on either side. So right now, that's why I have the solar generators, and I do have a coal generator that I started with until I could get this going. Now, I will say this is not a beginning mod. Um, it seemed like it used to be. When I was looking at it originally, it didn't seem too bad. It was really just steel, which was iron and coal, um, and then copper and tin for the most part. The nice thing is this does make copper and tin spawn at all levels, so you don't have. I mean, you can go all the way down to diamond level and still get copper and tin, and aluminum and silicone. Um, these take about 2 or 3 diamonds something each to make one of these panels, and you have to have this circuit fabricator. Each one, like a lot of these things, require these basic wafers and advanced wafers. And if we look at the recipe, you can see that each one takes a diamond. The silicone, now on the default texture pack, silicone kind of looks like a lighter version of coal. I mean, it's almost the same texture pack, but it's a little bit lighter. So you can find it, but um, to make one of these solar panels, it takes like 2 of these solar panels to generate the same amount of power as the coal generator. Um, when I first started this pack up, I was just going to run everything off of coal, figuring I was making enough. And dummy me, I tried to make the MFR oil fabricator, and that literally drained all my coal because it was just burning so much power that it burnt almost all my coal off. So my first thought was, okay, well, first I need to double my coal production. I'm not going to try that oil thing again, though. That was I don't have the power to do that. But what I did is I came over here, extended the space down here a little bit, and just added a second furnace to get this filled back up. Um, oh, I had that on. Turn that off. Hate that. And you'll notice I'm way down on saplings too. My thought was, okay, what I'll do is I'll turn all my base over to biofuel, and then I can use the coal. Since I can't use thermal expansion, I'll just use the coal for when I travel up into space, and that way, I'll just power everything in space with the charcoal. However, what I did is I came down here and I took that big 20 by 20 quarry that I did, and I made a 3-tier kind of farm. We have potatoes, carrots, and wheat, and they're all sent over here to these deep storage units. This is just wheat. Of course, you can't make biofuel with MFR with wheat. You need the seeds, so the seeds go in here, and then of course I have all the saplings going to here, and yeah, this isn't going to work either. Just running one of these things, apparently it never stops making fuel, because I don't need this shouldn't even be burning fuel, so I don't understand that. I mean, this thing is full as far as I can tell, but this is constantly making it, and it constantly burns through your fuel, and it goes so fast that each one of those upstairs, the deep storage units, each of them had over 10,000 seeds, carrots, potatoes, and when I hooked these engines up, it drained them out within a couple of minutes. I mean, within a couple of minutes to run fuel, and I mean, it took a long time to make all this fuel. These are, of course, all the open block tanks. But once I got this filled, I mean, it just killed it. Killed all the stuff that I had in there. And so then down below here, you can see I've got a big cow pen. They're all pooping into the sewage grate. The compost maker is right there, and then it pumps it up to the fertilizers on each level. The compost, the fertilizer is extremely fast. The composter, the thing that makes the compost, these their industrial fertilizer here, is really, really slow. I mean, it's I can kind of show you real quick. We'll turn this on, and you'll see it just really fast um, doing its job. It fertilizes everything, but to fill it back up now, you'll see it'll take a little bit before you even see an increase, because I don't have it going into storage. I just wanted to see how fast it would run. Yeah, there's not even anything there yet. So I mean, it takes a while before it'll make new industrial fertilizer. So that thing is almost too slow, and so this really isn't a viable that I can see power option. Now, normally in another pack, I used Xeno's Reliquary, and I would do lily pads of fertility all through here, and that would generate the growth so fast that it would actually keep up. I mean, that's what I did in the Unleashed world, as I just had tons of those lily pads, but can't do that here. So probably going to just stick with coal unless I can figure out something else with that. Which was a real bummer, but that's okay. I mean, I make more than enough wood right now that I should be able to keep up with it the power needs aren't too bad. Let's see. I don't have. I'm thinking actually I'm going to add reliquary because I really miss the coin of suck. That's why I do turn that on. Don't judge me. Just because I hate having to chase everything around. But down here is where the power is. You can see that there's 12 of the steam dynamos down here, and they're all pumped into that tesseract, and then all the fuel comes from the ender chest right there, and it brings coal or charcoal around to everything. So that right now is powering pretty much everything. The two areas that I had the most lag, of course, the main area was over here. Once I added an extra gig of RAM to the FTB launcher, then I stopped getting those messages. Um, yeah, they're all gone. I mean, they were just spamming me constantly, and that was just whenever I would. There has to be some sort of memory leak because it wouldn't do it right away, but the longer I was on, the worse it would get. So that tells me it's probably a memory leak. There's something in there. Um, oh, I did go to the end and kill the Ender Dragon. I haven't started an Ender or anything. I think everybody's seen so many fights that I didn't bother recording that. Excuse me. Um, but the other area that I had a lot of lag was, believe it or not, right over here, and the cause was the ender tanks. I was using a lot of ender tanks. I had one from up there to here, and then one from here to over there, and I had two ender chests. So what I did instead was Tesseracts now will send items, fluids, and energy. So what I did is now there's one Tesseract kind of channel that handles both energy and mob essence. Now what I did find out is you can use a dynamo. What's the dynamo called? I think it's the compression dynamo, or maybe the reacting dynamo, that you can use mob essence, but it just really seems, I don't know, I may mess with it in creative just to see how it works, but they all produce 80 RF a tick. All the dynamos. Doesn't matter which one you're using. So there's really no advantage to one over the other. So I'm probably going to just stick to the steam dynamos. Now that I've doubled the production of coal, it should be able to keep up with what I'm doing with it. I really wish, though, that thermal expansion power conduits would connect, but they don't, which is unfortunate. And I am still thinking about adding reliquary, though. I don't believe it adds any extra world gen, but it does have some items that I would like to have, like the coin of suck, of course, and then the Emperor's Chalice. What's another one that I use all the time? Well, those two for sure I know I use all the time, and I think do they have a bag of holding? No, so I can't remember who has. There's another bag or something there that I would like to get, but yeah, for the most part. Oh yeah, the lily pads, of course. I want the lily pad of fertility for sure. I think that that might make the biofuel worthwhile. No telling. But it doesn't seem like the biofuel generators are very efficient. I mean, they really tear through the biofuel very, very quickly when it's running. And I can't figure out why that thing is still producing fuel, even though it's been running for quite a while. And it updated recently, and I forgot to turn the damn sounds off again. So that's why you're hearing the farm going down here. Normally I turn those sounds off so you can't hear it, but I forgot. But I did save a copy of this world prior to installing this. So the world that you saw the very last time is, I do have a backup of that. So if this didn't work out, of course, I could have gone back to that. But I am, looking forward to getting up to the moon, and it's kind of neat with the low gravity and everything. If you have not checked out Galacticraft, of course, get on and do a search for some videos on it. It's a pretty neat mod. But it's kind of a tiered thing. You have to go to the moon first before you can, because you have to have certain items from the moon before you can go on to Mars. So right now there is, of course, the moon and Mars both, and I want to get to both of those eventually. We do. We have gotten to the end. Let me know what you'd like to see first. You want to see this? You want to go to the moon first, or you want to work on a ender? I think an ender would be a quicker way of collecting mob essence than our little mob spawner up there, though it does work pretty good. You can see that what I did up here, run over here. It's another thing I don't like. There's no kind of speed boost mods, no armor mods on this. I hate to say, use like Darkcraft or anything. I don't know if they've tweaked it at all, but now it all uses just one tesseract. It sends fluid and receives energy. So this powers the mob grinder here, and it then pumps the fluid back down to the tanks. So it's pretty convenient. And I did clear out one test pad up here because these are usually water. If you've ever seen me make one of these before, these little four things you see right here are generally water. I replaced those with conveyor belts. And since I have a mob grinder down here and these little trap doors raise it just enough that the spiders can't pop out of here. And even if they're kind of up in here where they'll hang out, the grinder will kill them. So I did, as a test, go up and remove the half slabs that kept spiders from spawning over here. So I am getting them occasionally. Got quite a bit of string. Not too many spider eyes, but yeah, there went one. I think he died when he fell, though. Not sure. Hard to tell. Usually when they flip over like that, that means they died when they fell. But the hoppers still pick up the stuff and send it over here to the chest. But that's kind of where I'm at. I've been working on getting all the Galacticraft stuff together to make that rocket, and getting fuel. Getting fuel is kind of a pain in the butt. It spawns at like level 30 and lower. It is not it's not like Buildcraft. It doesn't spawn on the surface. So when you're down caving is when you run into it. And you'll run into a lot of it. I mean, it'll be big pools. It's not as big as the Buildcraft spawns of it on the surface. It's not like you have a big spout and then you can go down and find this huge mass tank. But that's okay because there's no pumps in this to be able to handle it. You have to use this little portable oil extractor. And when you find oil, you got to kind of like just drain it up, and it will go into these liquid canisters as long as they're in your inventory. And then you'll come over. And what I've been doing is I just take an empty drum with me, empty all as I'm cleaning them up. I just put all the oil into a drum, and then the oil drum goes there. And this thing is completely ass backwards on the outside and the inside. If I was to drum oil canisters in here, I got to put them on the left-hand side, and then the fuel will come out the right-hand side. But on the outside, the oil goes in the right-hand side, and the fuel comes out on the left-hand side. If that makes any sense. And it's really slow. It takes a long time to make fuel, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But I've got quite a bit in. It's a quarter, not a lot, but I don't think these rockets take too much because I filled it. This is a fuel loader. I'm just using batteries to fill it up right now, just because of the problems I'm having with the wires kind of unloading themselves every time I do restart. So I just use batteries. Once I get this, once I break all those wires and start it up again, that little green thing right there is a kind of like a storage, energy storage unit, and you can charge your batteries up in there. But you throw a battery in here, and then this is the launch pad. Um, Once you plunk the fueler down, it automatically connects to it, and this is all the fuel that it took to fill this thing up. So that's not a lot. It's not too bad. I do need to either take this one with me or make a second one to have on the moon. A lot of that I still got to decide. I have not gone yet. It's mission critical. Got to make sure that the astronauts survive. So we'll be working towards that. Maybe next episode we'll launch if we'll see what the comments say. I'm debating right now whether or not I want to go work on an ender or go ahead and go to the moon. Because though this isn't horribly fast, it's more, it does keep me supplied in the mob essence when I need it, and it's not like I need a ton of it anymore. I mean, I have got a buttload of, my armor's all, I'm wearing diamond armor now, of course, and it's all done, and I've got a ton of books in here um, to, oh yeah, ton of books. So if I do die, I can really quickly re-enchant a new set of armor. I don't have, as far as I can tell, there's no armor in this mod uh, that kind of gives you repairable armor. I don't know, maybe he'll do a redstone flux armor eventually to go along with the tools, no telling. It would look pretty cool if it had that same kind of look to it as the flux infused tools do. Maybe that'd be something he does down the road, no telling. I'm sure he's got other problems. What I would like him to fix more than anything is having his conduits connect to the uh, the Galacticraft stuff. That would be now. Buildcraft pipes will. Buildcraft pipes will connect to this. I don't want to keep adding too many more mods to the light pack because it's starting to become a completely different pack now. But I'm fine with this armor. This stuff's pretty good. I mean, it's all protection, and it's nothing much. I've had creepers blow up right next to me, and I've been jumped by all kinds of stuff down in mines, and for the most part, I came back AFK and I had like 3 zombies whacking on me, and I wasn't even down half a heart. So it's it's okay. But yeah, there we are. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna make this real short. I gotta get up and get ready for work. Let me know what you think. Ender, which is something I think I eventually do want to do just for the quickness. My end portal, you can see, is not too far away. It's yeah, about 500 blocks that way, and it's really shallow. I was surprised. I dug right past it the first time. The first hole I dug, I actually went right past it and went all the way down to bedrock. And I was like, "What the hell?" I went back up through the ender pearl again, and it still kept going right there. So I went back down into the hole and went real slow this time, and noticed that only about 20 blocks down, not even probably, there was a brick on the wall. So I had just missed it by a hair, and then went back in. So so the ender portal's there. I went in and I killed the ender dragon. Um, wasn't a tough fight. It does seem like they've given him more health though, because it just takes longer. My bow's not terribly bad. It's not a power 5, but it is power 4. And I finally did get an infinity for it. And oh, I also did manage to get a silk touch. That is the only one that I have so far gotten from all these books. And again, these are not all the books that are, if we get a little closer here, there we go. Yeah, still having a little bit of lag. What is causing that? That might be the, because I forgot to turn that sound off. No telling. Galacticraft, like I said, it does cause a little bit of lag. None of that started until Galacticraft came on. I still say there's a little bit of maybe a memory leak in there. Um, my TPS, as far as I can tell, is decent. Um, not really sure what's causing the little stutters, but I keep working on it. So guys, I'm going to make, again, like I said, real short. Appreciate you coming by. If you got any questions, comments, don't forget to leave them. If you are not subscribed and you want to know when the next video comes out, because I am not a regular poster, the easiest way is to subscribe. Again, I don't post on Twitter or Facebook or MyFace or whatever the hell it's called. It's just on here. I've been kind of looking at Google Plus, but yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Uh, but yeah, let me know. Let me know. Ender portal or Ender, or shall we just go ahead and shoot for the moon? Um, I do need to get some other stuff together if the moon is the choice, because I do, of course, need some sort of infrastructure on the moon to have oxygen and be able to take care of myself while I'm up there. So guys, until next time, I appreciate you coming by. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all later.